One of the core ordinances of the Christian faith that has been neglected or downplayed is this subject of consecration. So most times when this thing comes up, people are a bit confused. What is it all about, consecration? If we have been saved, if we have devoted our life to God, what else is needed? That's why I'll be talking on going a bit beyond the normal on this theme. To draw a difference between these two subjects, I say sanctification is primarily about your state of being, becoming holy and set apart from sin. The preposition, let's take note, from sin. Consecration is primarily about your act of will, being set apart for God's use. Sanctification is being saved from sin. Consecration is being saved for service. So we are saved from sin, that's justification and sanctification, for service, which is consecration. I hope we're understanding where I'm going to this morning. There is a setting apart in both of the subjects, but one is from sin and the other is for what? For service. So when we are saved from sin, we say it's sanctification, justification. That the primary factor is God himself. Now when we move to the subject of consecration, the primary subject or factor is the believer. Saved for service. So these two subjects are two sides of a coin. They work together, but they have different emphasis. So one is saving us from sin, which is done solely by the work of the cross. Jesus cleanses us and makes us whole. Now when we are saved from sin, we are saved into walking to service. That is where the consecration comes in. So from sin, sanctification, and for service. So when the word consecration comes, let it be this primary notion or understanding in your heart that we are talking about being set apart for God's use and service. Then when we talk of sanctification, we say being set apart from sin. Praise the Lord. There are two major dimensions of consecration, but one of it is overemphasized more than the other. And it seems as if the other is suffering, and we look at one of the aspects of consecration. These two dimensions, you can write this down, is the abstinence. The abstinence. The abstinence from sin, the abstinence from evil, the abstinence from anything that is not of God. That's one dimension of consecration. And the second is the devotion. The devotion. We dwell more on the abstinence. Whenever consecration is mentioned, we are meant to understand that we need to live a life far from sin, don't be entangled with the world, live a holy life. That is correct. But another aspect of it that has been under the radar is the aspect of devotion. Our devotion to God is part of our consecration. So when we talk only about the abstinence and leave the devotion, is an imbalanced table. Praise the Lord. So in one hand, consecration means we should live a holy life, we should not be entangled with evil. In another part, it talks about devotion. How and what can we lay aside for God? How and what can we lay hold for God? So the devotion is the aspect that takes us beyond the normal.